Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you can hear me good. I hope everything is okay in your neck of the woods. I am Roberto Gonzalez. It is Tuesday. Tuesday morning already here in the United States of America, brother. And did some stuff happen over the last couple of days or something? Did I don't know. Is there some artifact news that we should probably talk about? I don't know. Could be possible. Some can't hear you yet. Can't hear me. I think, is this working? It got super leaky. Did it get super leaky? Something of that nature? Unbelievable. Who could do such a dastardly thing? Why would they do such a thing? Well, we're going to talk about that today. And it's kind of interesting to see. I see you were in a barber. No, my hair, I have not actually gotten a haircut, brother. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that today. And for people who have long hair, long, flowy Fabio hair, they think, oh, I got to get a haircut. My hair is beyond my ears. For me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have more than a centimeter of hair. I must get it cut. And yeah, so it's a little bit different. So today, here's the plan. We are going to talk about some gameplay. So I've got another one of my games from PAX, so we can see Potato Rob go to work. And it's interesting. I don't remember exactly what happens in this particular game, but we'll definitely do some gameplay today. We're not going to talk about all the individual cards, because Slacks did pretty much that yesterday. I watched a little bit of it, but I had to go to a concert yesterday, and I took my family to go see Lauryn Hill here in Nuevo Mexico. So I didn't really see all of it, but I heard that Life Coach was on it, and I've never actually seen Life Coach before in my entire existence, so I wasn't sure quite how the difference between Slacks, who's total high energy, that dude, I'm high energy. Well, hold up. I thought I was high energy. I thought I was. I am nowhere close to the high energy that Slacks is, and I learned that at PAX West quickly. But supposedly Life Coach is more low key, chill bro, and so it's always an interesting dynamic when you're interviewing somebody and one person is up here energy wise and the other guy is here, and you have to make up this gap of energy. So yeah, but it's just me today. I just have to deal with just me. And well, there's a big old axe back there, so you got to deal with him too. I come equipped with the best. My squad rolls deep. Actually, it's just two. Ropes every time. That dude is a stone. Yeah, I'm not quite a stone. I'm definitely can be emotional when I play card games, especially Magic, because you get pooped on by your deck quite often, even if you're good. So RNG Jesus hasn't been quite. I mean, that's not true. I guess I have done pretty well, but recently when I needed RNG Jesus to come through for me, he was like, bruh, nah, I'm good. So let's tell you a little bit about how the giveaway works. First things first, we are going to give away one better key today. One. And you just have to be a follower or a sub in order to meet the minimum qualifications. That's the first step. The second step is to make sure that you retweet today's tweet. And in order to find that, if you just look underneath where the stream is happening, there's like a big potion. And that's for potionofknowledge.com, where you can find articles that I write about Artifact. But if you click on that, it'll take you to the tweet you need to retweet today. And then you just have to cross your fingers and hope to sweet baby RNGesus that you get picked by the Streamlabs OBS giveaway widget. So, that's that. But yeah, we're going to start with some Artifact gameplay, because there are not many people in the universe right now who are streaming content of Artifact gameplay that, one, is allowed to be streamed, and two, that other people haven't seen before. So I am the only person who has seen this. Well, besides, I guess, Artifact PAX 31, whoever I played against. But I'm trying to make sure that you guys, even if the gameplay is Potato Rob playing, who wasn't really sure how Artifact even worked and was just trying to not shit the bed, that you can at least get to see more gameplay that isn't the same, like, random gameplay that you see all over the internet. So, it's time! It's time for Potato Rob Plays Artifact. But somehow, the first two videos that we watched, or old Potato Rob, that's what we're going to call him, OPR, somehow won the first two rounds. And now, we'll try to go easy on Potato Rob today. And he's playing the red-green deck against the green-black money deck. And for everyone who doesn't know, the big thing about beating the green-black deck is you can't really deny them gold. Like, they do have gold mine. They have ways to generate gold even if they're not killing your guys. But the red-green deck is really good at effing up your guys. And so if you look, so we've got Lycan who starts. Lycan will give that +2 bonus to his neighbors. So there we go. First bonus on attack. Axe comes with that 7 power hotness. And the tickets are for, just so you know, I want to make sure that the people who support the stream with being a subscriber to Rob AJG are rewarded a little bit more. So you get +10 on the tickets, and you get +1 ticket if you are just a follower. So that's how that works. Anyway, Axe comes with that heat, that 7 power heat. Pugna comes with that 6 power heat. Dreamer is essentially just your support in this system to give you extra armor and randomly kill creeps. And then good old Legion Commander with that 6 power hotness. So when we get in front of their guys, we kill them naturally, or we find a way to be able to kill them. So I'm gonna get closer to the mic. I'm gonna get personal right now. Artifact is fucking hard, bro. It's real hard. Hard like porn hard. Anyway, so let's get started. It's early in the morning. I might be a little bit delusional. Didn't sleep all that great last night, but I still woke my ass up and said, the show must go on. Must go on. All right, so our flop or initial turn placement. We've got Lycan in our third lane with no opposition, and we will be putting 4 on his Ricks. Pugna in mid. We are only killing 1 creep there, so nothing too exciting. I didn't sleep because of Artifact. You know how it is. Artifact be getting into my dreams, boy. So in our first lane, we've got Big Daddy Axe going hard up against that melee creep. So we don't really have... It's not looking terrible for us early. We're fine. And if things go as planned, we'll have a nice and little advantage going into our second turn. So let's see what that draw looks like, boy. Let's see what we got. We have Fallen Exile, or excuse me, Mercenary Exiles, which is all right. We do have Rapid Decoy, Bronze Legionnaires, and Grand Melee, so we can act all of our stuff we are going to be able to cast in the first 2 turns, and I love it. I love being able to have options from my entire hand the first couple of turns, because that is not always the case. So yes, Grand Melee, if there is an allied hero in the lane, all heroes have +2 cleave. So we don't usually use that until we can clear a bunch of stuff at once. The Semper Pi, thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Mercenary Exiles also is another thing that we don't usually use early because we don't have any gold to pump it up immediately. We don't want to just put it out there and then have it instantly get smashed. So in this case, I could put a Bronze Legionnaire here. I don't think that's really where we want to put it, because we would much rather be putting some damage, either putting it in front of a melee creep and killing it, or being able to put some damage on a hero. So, but Potato Rob says, I don't give a crap about all that. Let's get that 2 power onto the Phantom Assassin. And it's there. So in this lane, we could put a Bronze Legionnaire in front of a Lycan. And I don't think that that would be that great to do that. It's not the best thing to be doing on that side. But so we could hold off on this Bronze Legionnaire here so that we just don't throw him in the trash can. But who knows what Potato Rob is going to do? Who knows? Potato Rob says, let's give everybody... Nope. Yeah, see, we could put that Rebel Decoy in lane 3. We could give all heroes that +2. That's not a bad play. That's okay, Potato Rob. That's not bad. That at least kills an extra melee creep. And since Lycan has nobody in front of him, his cleave does not activate. All right. Good job, Potato Rob. Get that extra gold. Because going up to 3 gold in turn 1 actually allows us to buy something, whereas being on 2 does nada. But on the same token, like, you don't really need to have anything to buy on turn 1. Or excuse me, after turn 1. So your first shopping phase, if you just pass, which happens in like probably 80% of the games that I play, it's not that big a deal. So it didn't really have to do that Grand Melee in mid, but yeah. Here we could put the if we put Rebel Decoy into play next to Lycan, we will get 4 damage on the tower, and I do love damage. Dr. Axe, time to dance for me, puppets, for those beta keys. Yeah, whatever, bro. I like dancing. And if I didn't have a beta key, you could guarantee I'd be on in every single contest to get one. Yeah, it's just a jump to the left. And, all right. So, Potato Rob doesn't know this, but New Rob would almost certainly pick up a town portal scroll and just put it in his back pocket, just for later on when we do need to get one of our heroes off of these lanes and go about our day. But old Potato Rob, he could very well buy a Traveler's Cloak and be a scumbag. Oh, God! Potato Rob, no! Why would you do such a thing? Turn ASFK. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. And but so Potato Rob bought a Traveler's Cloak, And now we have to decide where good old Dreamer needs to go. Well, the good thing is that the green-black deck doesn't have any mass removal. So if we go wide, you really can't do crap about it. We have another melee creep coming into lane 3. But what we want to do is make sure Dreamer has somebody on both sides of him to take full advantage of his armor bonus. But the problem is if we put him into our top lane, which is we immediately either A, put him in front of Phantom Assassin, which is going to end up murdering him, or B, he ends up on the side of the Mercenary or Axe, where he's not really doing what we want him to be doing. If we put him mid, he'll be in front of Lycan, which is a 3-turn clock, which is fine because he will kill Lycan in 2 turns. And then we could put him in lane 3. So I think the play here is we will end up putting him in lane 2, only because I don't think our opponent will want to put Debbie into lane 2 in front of Pugna and just instantly get pooped on. I think he will want to put it in front of or have a chance. Like if he puts him in that the Debbie into lane 3, he will either get put in front of Lycan or get in front of, something that's not Lycan. So, oh, is it? I'm sorry, I didn't know that potato was offensive to Russian people. I literally have never heard that, so I apologize. I will find a new nickname for Bad Rob. So, Scrub Rob. How about that? So let's see what Scrub Rob does. He says, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, help me. And that's what I'm saying, because I really have no idea what's going on. Yep, right in front of Phantom Assassin. That's where you should go. Excellent decision. Why not just call him that's just still as bad? God, that's harsh. It's jacked up, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's offensive to Russian folks because Russian people are known to drink a lot of vodka. And vodka's made out of potatoes. I don't know. Oh, is somebody messing with me? Oh, okay. I don't know. I try to be as non-offensive as I can, but you breh. I don't know. And yeah, see, exactly. That's, I don't know. So he had, bro, I can say potato. Thanks. It's offensive to Irish folks, man. You make fun of famine, sir? I don't like making fun of famine. I like Sword of Feast and Famine and Magic. That card's great. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. So Scrub Rob ended up with Dreamer next to Axe instead of in front of Phantom Assassin, which works out a lot better for the plan here, because again, now we can still go wide here, and now that we have extra spaces, we can put a Bronze Legionnaire in here and not worry about it instantly dying. Vanguard again is not that great when you put it on the end of a lane and he only gets to help one baby. He only gets to assist on one guy. So, and when the one guy is a Dreamer or Mercenary, that's not that great. So we have 4 mana. I think we could either, in this lane, we could try to pressure the lane with that Bronze Legionnaire. Because putting it into mid, I don't know. I think I would be very likely to put a Bronze Legionnaire here and go about my day. Because here was where we have, in our third lane is where we have our green hero. We could put a Vanguard over there. And because we have the ability to switch, yeah, because we don't want to put Bronze Legionnaire in this lane, because all heroes have that cleave, boy. That double cleave. And or Scrub Rob could do nothing. because he's confused right now as to what lane he can do anything in. And he's like, why can't I play anything in this lane? Because you're on the wrong lane, you dummy. You big old dummy. That's the lane you're on, stupid. That's that's what happened. Just so you can know. So now, old Scrub Rob is embarrassed. He's like, oh, God. Do you think it's viable to only have one hero of a color? Clemna, thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. Do you think it's viable to have one hero of a color in a deck? Yeah, so it is. You just end up splashing. So if you only have one hero for your color, you better... Do not put that Bronze Legionnaire into play, Rob. God, no, you can't put it over there. No! Don't do it. Just put that Nether Ward into play. Jesus Christ. Do something! Do something! Oh, that's not the something. Yes, you have to end your turn in 15 seconds when the timer pops up. You have to do something. So, or put a Bronze Legionnaire in front and just get him murdered. Good job. But, so yes, you can have one, like, you know, splash for a hero, and then only play, like, maybe his signature card plus, or his or her signature card, plus maybe one or two other cards. But they've got to be really good cards. They've got to be big old cards. Yeah, get that Vanguard in there, brew. And then I could have switched and put my Armor Man. All right, in between Lycan and or next to Lycan, but yeah, I didn't do that because Scrub Rob is Scrub Rob. All right, we have 12 mana, or excuse me, 12 gold. So we should, the correct play here is to start cycling through your item deck, because the secret shop has the exact same thing, and we will not want to buy a leather armor from the secret shop because it doesn't help to thin our item deck and get to the stuff that we want. So, there you go. All right, buy another one. There you go. Get that Traveler's Cloak, boy. Get it. Get it. Get it. Buy it. Oh my God, I'm so frustrated watching myself. Do not buy leather armor. Thank you, Jesus. All right, so Legion Commander, as it appears, we are looking pretty good in our first lane with Axe having armor. Our mid has not a goddamn thing going on. And lane 3 has a melee creep coming in and Lycan, and our opponent has nada. So we could go mid and fight Lycan's punk ass. We could try to win our third lane, which we are currently winning anyway. But what would our opponent do here? So, like, this is where I have been getting a lot better at this game, is trying to decide what, if I was my opponent, where I would place, and then counteracting that when I'm ahead. So right now, I've got 40, 36, 40 on my towers. He's got 34, 40, 24. So I believe we are ahead. So our opponent's going to have to play defense here. So on the defensive side, he doesn't really want to place into lane 1 because everything that ends up in front of Axe gets murked. And so he could just be giving up on lane 1. And since he already has a Lycan in lane 2 with a melee creep coming in, he could probably play Rix there and turn Rix into a 5/7. And then he could play his Chen into lane 3 because there's 7 mana there. And when Chen's cooldown comes through, he can end up taking one of our creeps. So I think he is going to place Divine Impaler X, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. I think he's going to place Rix into lane 2. This is, again, for people who know how to play Artifact, would probably play Rix into lane 2. That turns into a lot of power. It turns into 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power into the lane. And I think we should place Legion Commander into our lane 3 and finish off that lane because I don't think he's going to want to play against Axe in lane 1. All right, let's see what happens. Potato Rob plays into lane 2 instead. And our opponent did the exact opposite of what he thought he was going to do. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see what we draw then. Another Bronze Legionnaire. All right, so we have 5 mana. If we put Bronze Legionnaire in front of the Phantom Assassin, it will change his target, and then we will kill Phantom Assassin. So that's a good play. We also probably want to put a leather armor. No, well, 4 armor. We'd either put leather armor or Traveler's Cloak onto Axe and make Big Daddy even bigger. Make him the biggest. And because when we put the Bronze Legionnaire in front of Phantom Assassin, then Axe will be taking no damage. Nada. We could also put the Smeevil in front of the Phantom Assassin. That's actually probably... Well, we have 5 mana. If we want to use our mana the best way we can, probably putting Blacksmith in front of Phantom Assassin would be best. But, yes, Rob Ventura, Pet Detective. I'm going to stream for another hour and a half, because then I have to get ready for work and try to earn money the hard way. But I also do have a sweet meeting set up today with a esports team to possibly do content for them. So wish your brother luck, and see how we do then. At 10 a.m. is my meeting with said or unnamed esports team. All right, Blade. So the problem with Blade now is if we put a Blacksmith in front of him, then it'll deal 2 damage to our mercenary, which we don't care about, actually. There you go. Big butts. I like a big butt. Big booties. My day job is I work in finance. I handle monies and loans for people. I make sure they can get boats and ATVs and houses. So yeah, I probably today would put a Blacksmith in front of Phantom Assassin now that he only has 2 mana, because there's not too much he can do with 2 mana to prevent his Phantom Assassin from getting murdered. I still have 5 mana, bro. What you gonna do with it? Come on, at least do something. Do something. I need a stick so I can poke old Rob and be like, just do something. The giveaway will be at the end of the stream, which is usually 2 hours from when I start. So you do the math. Come on, do something, Rob. Oh, God. Oh, God. Just did nothing. What is wrong with this guy? Jesus Christ. How did he win it? How did he win any games? All right. So, I guess here we can put a Bronze Legionnaire next to, on the left side of our hero. Give her a little bit of assistance. And pray that it doesn't target the melee creep so we can get... Never mind. Well, that's fine too. We could put Bronze Legionnaire in front of that Wolfy Wolf and murk him. Good job. Get off me, but I'm on you all day. All right. All dead. Thank you for your donations. Any requirements to participate in the giveaway? Here's the requirements. You have to follow me on Twitch. Either be a follower or a sub. You've got to retweet the tweet of the day, which is underneath my stream. There's a big old potion. That'll take you to the tweet of the day. Retweet that boy. And then pray to RNG Jesus and get chosen for a beta key. That's how you do it, bro. We are going to clear his board here. He's got 7 mana. Let's see what he's going to do with it. I wonder how strong aggro is an artifact, because we have no way to restore HP to the tower. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Not going to lie. But it's not insane. Here are the sex creeps. That does sound kind of wrong, actually. Yeah, we're in pretty good spot in lane 3. All right, please buy a town portal scroll. I mean, you can buy a Traveler's Cloak first and have 8 and then see what you got. We don't need Blade. No! No! Oh, God, I hate this guy. Ugh. If he wasn't me, I'd whoop his little ass. All right, let's talk. Let's talk about this placement here. We have a creep coming in that'll go in front of one of his creeps. Our creep will get +2, so it'll kill his, and we will finish off murdering lane 3. In lane 2, we have 2 creeps coming in. One will get put in front of Axe. The other one will get put in front of our mercenary. But that Phantom Assassin still has cleave. So, yeah. We could... Oh, here's the good thing. Is we do have a Blade of the Vigil. We could put that onto Big Daddy Axe and murder his team up top. But right now, we've got to decide what 2 lanes we can win. Since Bad Rob decided he wanted to win mid, he looks like he will. And we also have a pretty good position in 3, and our position in 1 isn't bad either. But winning 3 lanes or trying to win all 3 lanes in Artifact is usually the best way to lose. So we've got to figure out where Pugna is going to have the most work. I don't think it's 3, because we don't really need any help in 3. We could accelerate things into lane 2 and kind of give up on 1. But the problem there is we have 2 in there, but do we want to commit a 3rd with 2 creeps coming in? I think it's perfectly reasonable to just go ahead and try to win into 1, because I think that's where he's going to place Debbie anyway. And when we either give Axe or give Pugna that Blade of the Vigil, we'll be able to clear out most of those guys. Chen is still has 1 tick left. We do want to get rid of Chen so he just can't steal our mercenaries. And since we have a green hero in our lane 1, on turn 7, we are going to be able to Hand of God. So I think I would try to just win lane 1 and go, Pugna into lane 1, get that action. Yeah. You want that smoke? I know you do. Go get it. Go get that smoke. He placed Debbie into lane 2, which will instantly die. Oh, no, he got lucky. Won't instantly get pooped on. Kana is busted. It's not broke, okay? So the difference between broke and busted is oh, yeah, it's a really good card. Broke is, oh my god, every time you play it, and it's ridiculous and wins the game, and every deck should be built around it. That's the difference. All right. Can you put items on heroes which are in a different lane than the active lane? No. Jarcy 14, you have to be in the active lane in order to place it. Hey, Blevins, what up, boy? What up, bruh? Good morning. All right, so he does our Potion of Knowledge, and whenever we see Potion of Knowledge, I must mention, it's, I do have adding some custom emotes. I do got them. I got them custom emotes, bro. Did you see the Potion of Knowledge? Did you see the Potion of Knowledge? It's there. Cosplay, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Anyway, Potion of Knowledge is also where I keep all of my artifacts. So you can go to articles. You can go to potionofknowledge.com and check it out. Hey, look at all those potions, bro. Look at all those cards being drawn. Somebody just drew like 6 cards. Jedi Pat, good job. Anyway, we want to murder Chen this turn. So we need to see what our opponent is going to do first. What's the deal with Potion of Knowledge? It's quite expensive. Well, Potion of Knowledge is one of the only ways to turn gold into cards. And that's why it's good. And cards are great. Oh, you meant non-sub emotes. Oh, I don't know. Maybe no name. I'll talk about it. Don't know. Turn 2 is a perfect because it's 4 mana and many minions in the first round are hurt. So lots of hounds get spawned. I think it's usually a little bit later game. Like something like right now where you could like do some kind of effect that does a little bit of damage to everybody and then just like make 8 bonkers monsters. Yeah, I had that happen to me. And I wasn't. I was like, I can't lose this game. And then somebody was like, I'll make 7 2-1s. Die. And that's what happened to me. I died. So anyway, we could duel. We could pay 2 and we could duel Chen and our axe so that he can't cast any green spells. I think that would be, well, he's on, sorry. So he's on 6. And 6 means coup de grace. So we should probably just kill Phantom Assassin really quick and go ahead and just duel him up. And if I was going to duel, I would probably just choose my mercenaries and let them die. Oh, can I do that? I don't even know if I could do that. I have to remember reading duel if I have to choose a hero. If I have to choose a hero, I will certainly choose Pugna because Phantom Assassin's +4 does not work with duel. So. And then after we duel, we can Nether Ward in one of the lanes and see what happens. Let us see what Robbie does. No, that doesn't work there, you dumbass. Cast duel. Do not put a blade out yet. Come on, bro. I swear to God, if condemn and random enemy improvement. I was like, oh, items are improvements. No, they're not, bro. Improvements are only the things in the lane. And I'm sitting here looking at the screen going like, wait, what? Oh, okay, so now our opponent doesn't have coup de grace, or coup de grace, so we don't have to worry about it. We could now play our duel. I've been meaning to ask, do you think there would be a card that temporarily disables modifiers for a turn, or is that too broken to be added? I don't think it's too broken. Oh, look at, dude, I actually, holy shnikes. You actually, oh, I guess the +4 does work in duel. I don't think it's too broken. I mean, that seems fine. We should put that Nether Ward into lane 3. Oh, look at you, boy. Look at you, big axe. Go ahead, Nether Ward. Lane 3. Go for it. Do it. Finish that lane off. Finish him. Or lane 2. Just not in lane 1. All right. Good job. All right. Let's merc and win this lane. Let's be done with it. Let's do that. Nah. Still watching PAX content. I know. That's all we have to watch at Exasmo or whatever. Exasmo. If I could stream actual artifact play, do you think for a second I'd be dealing with this? With PAX footage? Are you out of your mind? You know how much artifact I play a day? Like, I would be streaming. Yes, you would, wouldn't you? Ha! I would just be like, yeah, you know, oh, our opponent conceded because he was tired of playing. Okay. Yes. Pretend I'm a Chinese leaker and do it. I'm like, oh yeah, hold on. Let me just log into the beta. You know what? Let's just go for it. Bruno's going to be perfectly fine with that, right? Let me just send him a text. Hold up. Dearest Bruno, would you mind if I just opened up the beta client and just started playing? You wouldn't care, right? Would be okay? No big deal, bro? Okay. Why is there so much extra time on this? Is there more video here? No, it just... What the Well, there's random footage. What the... What is this? What the hell is that? Oh, man. Go for it. You won't tell anybody, right? It won't just be all over Reddit instantly. All right. More games. So, here's the important thing to remember about this game. Yeah, I can always blame it on my coworker, right? I can blame it on my 2-year-old son. I'll be like, yo, I didn't do that shit. Dominic did that. He got on here and he just started streaming some stuff. Like, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how beta footage just got out in the world. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You know I'm trustworthy. I would never do anything like that. But you can definitely fire that other guy. That guy's scum. Get rid of him. Can't trust him. Anyway, let me tell you about this particular matchup. Again, we know what the green-black deck does. The blue-black deck is supposed to be an aggro deck, but it's an aggro deck that has Zeus in it for Thunder God's Wrath. And then it has a bunch of trash. Jamoy and Crystal Maiden, I don't know how you can look at yourself in the face and call that aggro, because Crystal Maiden is soft as a grape, and Jamoy, his active is... Not his active, his active ability, is that what it's called? Yeah. Draws a card after 4 turns. 4 turns? What? It's not tempo either. Tempo would mean that, like, I could maybe, prevent my opponent from doing things in the mid game. And the only time that you can do that in this deck is if... So this would be more tempo based if it had Debbie in it, and then I could no accident in the beginning of the game. But I don't have no accident. I've got a 7-drop for Thunder God's Wrath, and that's a control card. And then Necrophos, his 4-mana ability is do some damage to the guys in front of me, which can be aggro, but a 5/6 doesn't aggro. Now, Sorlakan is kind of aggro. But again, Jamoy, Zeus, and Crystal Maiden do not seem, in my opinion, what if I played actual Artifact and recorded with the camera and pretend it's PAX video? I think you just broke the format, Novame. You just broke it, but you told everybody. You should have whispered that to me. It would be better if this deck had Phantom Assassin and Debbie in it, and then maybe just splashed for Crystal Maiden so that you could have Frostbite in your deck. But I saw somebody said, guys in chat, what in your opinion is the most OP rare that you would like to drop with the 10 starting boosters? I would like a rare hero, please. Rare heroes, boys. I think those are going to be pretty expensive. But I don't know. I don't know what the economy is going to look like, but I would assume that rare hero... Whoop, back up. Let's talk about our what our initial turn placement looks like here. But yes, I think... Well, which one? Kana is loco. It's pretty good. But here's the thing, is the economy for an artifact is going to, when it launches, is going to be weird because people don't really know what's good or not. But after the very first tournament where we're going to see deck lists, that's when the economy is going to go stupid. So what you really want to do is be watching whatever tournament that is live, and as soon as top 8 happens, look at all the deck lists and then just start buying all those cards right then, because that's the cheapest they're going to be, unless something got leaked before about what decks have been OP, because it's going to be like Magic, where the decks that do really well are the ones that are going to spike, and especially early. So if, let's say, for example, that Kana ends up being totally OP, and then the top 8 has 5 decks that are revolving around it, you can guarantee that. I mean, so boosters are $2, so I would, and if Kana is, I mean, I don't know how rares work, if there's mythic rares or anything like that, but I would think that could be a $15 or $20 card. I think that's really going to end up being the peak for most artifact decks. Is I can't see a card in artifact pushing over $20 because of how many packs are going to get opened. Like, but anyway. So here's what our initial placement looks like. We've got Jamoy getting murked by a Phantom Assassin. We have Lycan, who could get any bonus and murder our guy there. And we will also be losing a creep in that lane. And in lane 1, we will be killing Rix, who will be instantly coming back. So, our initial turn placement is not great. Not that great. All right. So, we have, in this lane, we can put an untested grunt out and put it to the right of our melee creep, so that we can hopefully get put onto his creep and kill it. We could also grazing shot on top of that somewhere in the lane. When is your turn to reveal a card? Can you say how many cards are in one pack? And how many cards will the artifact collection at the time release? I was like one of the first people to get a card release, so we did do the Corrosive Mist a little while ago, 919. And I thought they said that there was 12 cards in a pack with 1 guaranteed rare. And then how many cards in the artifact collection? And I thought that they released that it was like 280. I don't know. There's a lot of cards. I'm pretty sure that's what the press release said. It was like 280 or something like that. So we want to use our mana here. We do want to try to advance our lane here. So the reason that I might not put that untested grunt into our first lane is I can an untested grunt into my second lane and see if it gets directed onto Lycan. And if it does get directed onto Lycan, I can then grazing shot and kill it. So that's the reason why I might not use untested grunt into lane 1. Yeah, it just depends on how hard it is to get all the rare. Like it depends on how many rares there are out of all those cards. Like if there's a lot of rares, then it will be obviously more difficult to get all the rares you want. So, all right, Rob, don't do anything and put the untested grunt into lane 2 and then see what happens. Do it. Do it. Do it. Will I get the extra 10 tickets for sub if you've already entered? Yes, you do. That is how the application works. So I was concerned about it, but yes. What did I say? Did I miss anything? They're avoiding foils and cosmetics till they launch. Yeah. So when we talk about expensive cards, if they end up with cosmetics like foils and alternate art cards, Elzar7, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. If they end up doing that kind of stuff, oh my god, then cards could get dumb expensive. Because I would assume if you get a foil, let's say you got like a foil Luna. If you got a foil Luna, and then if all of the eclipses were also Jundo999, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. If you got all foil eclipses too, ooh boy, I'm sure that would be a little expensive. We've got an hour and about 12 minutes left. Foil axe, ooh god, just foil cards in general, I think would be nasty. I don't think that alternate imps would be that great, just because your opponent can't see it. I guess maybe they could. We should buy a Talon Portal Scroll here. No, Rob. Oh, God, you're an SOB. God, you suck. Oh, you suck. What do you think about the amount of card packs you should buy in addition to basics to gather a full collection? 50 packs will not be enough. I'll just tell you that right now. Oh, I mean, unless you're trying to get 1 of everything and not 3 of everything. But yes, I do not believe that 50 packs will be anywhere close to enough. Will I be excluded if I type? I don't know. I don't know if it takes you out. I don't think it does. Yeah. Potato Rob hates playing good. Yeah. All right. So we've got some more guys dying. We do have a steam cannon incoming and a frostbite, which we cannot use in this lane because we decided to put 2 blue heroes into our 3rd lane like a big old dumbass. All right, pro note, let's pause. In case you're wondering, if your opponent has Debbie in their deck, it also means that they have, what card is it? No Accident. No Accident. No Accident does 3 damage to any target. And if you don't have initiative and your hero has less than 3 health and there's a black hero in his lane, guess what? You should probably put another damn hero in that lane so that you don't get shat on like I just did. Winning lane 1, I mean, granted, yes, you don't have to win lane 1, okay? But if you had a plan, which my old self had a plan, like, I'm going to win lane 1, I should have probably done that. Because then, if I would have put a blue hero in this lane, I could have cast Frostbite onto Debbie Downer and killed her because she would get disarmed. The 4-2 would deal his 4, and then Frostbite would do the rest. Oh, but we didn't do that. We just decided to do nada and lose the lane. How does initiative compare to priority in Magic? It is nowhere the same. Because in Magic, when you cast a spell, your opponent gets to respond before the spell resolves. In Artifact, all of your spells have split second. So, when you cast it, it just happens. So, yeah. All right. But anyway, Rob's too busy losing this lane. I gotta text my wife. She needs something. She's gonna have to come in here and get something real fast. So I'm gonna let her know. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on through, baby. Get it. Come get it. All right. So we are in this lane. We are also in deep doo-doo, because we have nothing to cast. No black spells, only blue spells. And again, we decided to put 2 blue heroes in the lane 3. And that is when you, all I had to do, his signature spell is pretty good, but his actual ability is, Necrophos, not great. So we're going to get pooped on here, even though, well, hopefully we'll be able to trade. Okay, so at least we traded. So that's not the, does she have the beta key? No. All right. Frostbite onto Phantom Assassin. There you go. There you go. Clear out this garbage. And then next turn, we can put a blue hero in one of our other lanes. Not our 3rd lane, because that would be horrid. And then we can start conflagrating somewhere. We can start putting some fire down. Fire! Ooh, our opponent's on 30 gold. That's bad. I'm just so rusted into playing just MTG that I'm having a tough time seeing what's going on. Well, what's going on right now, just so you know, is there were some mistakes made. So if you look at the top left, you'll see that there's a 36-38, 40-40, and another 40-40. But you'll see that in the first lane, there's a Debbie on our opponent's side, and we have nothing. In lane 2, you'll see that it looks like that's Lycan. That's not Lycan. That's Rix. So there's Rix in lane 2 for our opponent, and we have no hero. And then in lane 3, obviously you can see the Phantom Assassin, and then we have 2 heroes. The problem being here is that we had a bunch of blue cards in our hand, but we didn't separate our blue heroes. So we are only able to cast 1 of our blue spells as opposed to 2 of our blue spells. And also be able to play them in a way such that we don't lose our heroes. Because right now, we have 1 blue hero with the check mark, which is our maiden, who's going to come back next turn, but our other 2 aren't going to come till the turn after that. So next turn, right now, and we're down 1 hero on board. Next turn, I don't know if he has 2 or I can't tell because of the video if he has 2. Rob snaps fingers. Is there an action history? Yes. So like, here's this little card here at the top right. when you hover over it, it'll show you the last card that your opponent played and where it went. And then the same thing for you. At the bottom right, there's that little artifact card, and if you hover over it, it'll show you what your last card. All right, so we've got 15 gold to 30. We're only 15 down. But let's look at, I mean, here's the problem is if we look at our board, we are in a bad spot because our Crystal Maiden can't do much. We could put Crystal Maiden into, or we could put her into lane, if we put her in lane 1 and she gets put in front of Debbie, then she's instantly dead. If we put her into lane 2, we have a chance of her staying alive, which is good. I have tried a monocolor deck and the 3-color deck. I am way more fond of monocolor decks because I want to be able to never worry that my opponent, but they should change it for streaming so viewers can check what was the last card played. I don't know. I mean, in spectator mode, you get to see all the cards played, but I don't know that you can see the last card played. But that's something that, you know, they could probably talk about. All right. We've got 15 gold. And the first thing is our cards are pretty weak. So being able to have more health and more armor does go a long way against the green-black deck because they either have coup de grace or they have like no accident or things that do direct damage to you. So health and armor is good against them. Armor is not so good against blue because they have like eclipse and other piercing damage stuff. So I would definitely buy a fur-lined mantle and see what we had underneath that. And if it wasn't something, you know, super great, I would just buy a shield. So, but again, who knows what Bad Rob buys. All right, so Keenfolk Musket is actually something that we really kind of do want because when I put a hero into lane 1, I can put a musket on it and then shoot Debbie down. And that is worth it enough for me to avoid that shield. But then I could buy the musket, and then I could hold the shield for next turn in case I end up getting a couple heroes dead. So, and items don't come in a certain order. You have 9 items in your item deck, and they're random every round. And then the secret shop items are also random, but if you pay 1 gold, you can hold it for 1 turn, and then try to buy it the next turn. Consumables are also random, 1-use stuff, and you only get 1 of those each time, and there's like a couple of them that are available to you. So, all right. Yeah, buying musket's not terrible there. We don't have initiative. So, being that we don't have initiative, I still would probably put the Maiden into lane 1, because then I can place Maiden, I can musket, I can shoot Debbie, and then I can use 5 mana to conflagrate into either lane 1 or lane 2 and go about my day. No, the Secret Shop is not from our deck. I can also Furline Mantle our Crystal Maiden in lane 1. So that's what I would do. Maiden goes 1, musket, pray he doesn't coup de grace us, shoot Debbie down, Furline Mantle, and then conflag into either 1 or 2. And he will probably put Chen into lane 1. So that being the case, I would definitely if we don't instantly get killed, okay, which we could. If we instantly get killed, there's nothing we can do. But if we don't instantly get killed, we should cast Conflagration first. Like, if he plays an item here, we just put Conflag... Yeah, all right. So now I should play Conflagration into this lane. Because he... Oh, it's only 5. He can't coup de grace us here. So I'm totally fine with either dimensional... Well, I don't want a dimensional portal. I just want to Conflag into this lane. Do I need a Twitter account for the giveaway? My Twitch account is older than a month. Yes. I don't know why I put that conflagration into lane 2. I can't think of a good reason to do that. Yes, there is a list of actions underneath of what you need to do under the video. So anyway, yes, I think I would have I think it would have been easier to come back into this lane and win it with the conflag in this lane. But I didn't do that. So bad man. And again, I still have 2 blue heroes in my 3rd lane, so I am not able to take advantage of all this beautiful mana that I have. Sad. But I should put at least a mantle on it, maybe. If I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna put my blue hero in this lane, oh, I don't know. Oh, sorry. RM Sierra 91. Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about. I was too busy in my game, like, bitching and moaning that Rob is bad. So, yeah, again, had we conflagration in this first lane, we would be killing almost everything between in the next 2 turns. But unfortunately, that did not happen. So now we just have this this maiden just stranded in lane 1 doing a whole bunch of nothing, and the only support she's going to have is if I play both my black heroes into this lane next turn, and then Dimensional Portal plus Battlefield Control, and that's a lot of work. And we didn't have to do that. Any idea if and when there will be an open beta? Nope. I don't know that there will be an open beta at all. There will be the beta that you can... The key that I'm giving away for, that will get you into the beta. But otherwise, no. How long have AI games been lasting on average? It seems like playtime is long, but maybe endgame... So, the reason that these games last so long against the computer is, one... almost everybody is new, so they're reading all the cards and also making really bad plays so they don't accelerate winning positions. Like in this game, there's so many times where old Rob could have probably won or put himself in a position where he just could, pass his turns really fast, whatever, and been done with it. But because old Rob doesn't know the cards and doesn't know the strategy and doesn't have any experience playing, everything takes longer. So I think that at PAX, the games could be like 40 minutes or more. But if you play it like right now, if I played against the AI, the game would maybe be 20 minutes, if not less than that. Because the AI acts pretty fast, and with the precons, I know everything that they do and the strategies on how to beat them, so I can just move through those games pretty fast. So here, we're just, let's spam the board, go for it, I guess, but... Or, yeah, you could put a better late than never into that lane, which will do nothing. The problem is that he's still not even winning this board in a quick manner. Like, so that board's dead. We do have a chance in mid. So he should have put that creep into mid and save this mantle for the 2 black heroes that are coming in, because we're going to have to put those 2 black heroes into mid and just try to win second and third. Because then we could... Well, the problem now is that our Crystal Maiden is still stuck in lane 1, so we can't cast that Dimensional Portal into mid. We can't cast blue spells at all into mid. Yeah. It's looking bad. Yeah, we're crushing lane 3, forfeited 1, and mid being ignored by both players. Exactly. But the thing is that our opponent has a Rix in it. He at least has Rix in mid. We have no gold, so we can't do anything here. So the play would be... Take your 2 heroes and put them mid. He will take his 2 heroes and put them mid, and then we fight. We just wish we had a blue hero in our mid lane, so our blue spells would actually be able to be online. The good thing is that we have a Conflag in our mid, so that we can get that 2 free damage and kill a lot of the minions, kill Ricks, things like that over time. So like, no! What are you doing? You cannot win that lane, Rob. Oh my god, you are such an idiot. You are so stupid. Why would we give up a lane we have 35 health in? What is wrong with you? Okay. So here's okay. Oh god damn. I understand where old Rob is coming from. Okay? He goes, "Well, Potato Rob says it himself. We don't have a blue hero on our mid, and we want to cast our blue hero, both our blue and our black spells. Even though you're sitting on 12 health in this lane. And that way, you can cast Dimensional Portal, you can do Battlefield Control, next turn you can do Steam Cannon, and a bunch of stuff are going to die to Necrophos, or Necrophos, or whatever you say it. And you have Strafing Run, but here's the thing. That doesn't matter. Like, just let this lane die, hope that Maiden dies as well, and then we can do it that way. I don't think that it's reasonable to try to win lane 1 when we're only putting 2 heroes in, and even the way it looked, we were still going to have a problem where we weren't going to be able to block everybody. So everything was going to die. That's just horrendous. Can you put a hero signature spell on your deck without running the hero? Absolutely not. Blah McBlah. You have to have... So the thing about that, it's 2 parts, is 1, not only do you have to, when you play the hero, you have to play your cards, you can't cut them out at all. Like, can you imagine if you could just play Eclipse without Luna? And remember we talked about no accident? Didn't we talk about that? I'm pretty sure we talked about no accident. Like, if you don't have initiative and you need to cast a spell of that color and that hero is less than 3 toughness, and your opponent's playing black, you should probably know the no accident is a card. God, Rob, you're so bad. So bad. So, anyway, we're not only going to lose this lane, we're going to lose mid 2, and definitely going to lose this game now. There's like no question that he's going to lose. And there was a chance that the blue-black deck could have won. Although you don't need... Right, you don't need Zeus to cast Thunder God's Wrath. You just need a blue hero to cast it. So that's why having a bunch of... Like, if you have really good blue spells, like let's say if you have Luna in your deck, it's awesome. Because then if you can play another random blue hero... yeah, I get to flame Newbie Rob because it's me, right? So, like, I would never flame... some random PAX guy because, you know, that's not nice. But Newbie Rob, Potato Rob, F that guy. He's played Magic for 25 years. He should be good at Artifact day 1. Nah. No, he sucks. Now, granted, up to this point, Potato Rob did win 3 matches in a row. Because what's even worse about this whole thing is, had old Rob won this game, he would have gotten a place or play on the main stage. Oh, yeah. It's like a bad Dragon Ball Z voice. I need to work on that. And then our heroes decided to, instead of playing good Artifact, they decided to play bad Artifact. And then his opponent looked at him and said, "Hall, you think you can defeat me? I'm going to need to see your greatest power." And our hero said, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to do that." Yes. As you can see, 25 years of Magic does not make you instantly good at Artifact. In fact, unless, like I said, some people are just very good at Magic. And some people are also very... Yes, in case you were wondering, Rob occasionally does voice acting and regular acting. So it's funny, I actually did try to be a voice actor for Duelist, and I thought my voices were good. He gave me like a list of like 15 characters to do voices for, and I did like, I don't know, I think I did like 5. And I was so proud. I was like, oh, dude, I worked so hard. And I don't remember exactly what characters they were, but I did those. And so recorded them, edited them, did all this cool shit. Please take that Town Portal scroll, Rob. Please do it. Oh, don't. Not. Oh. Woo. I'm going to have a heart attack watching myself play, because now I just lose the game. 22 damage on lane 1, 21 damage on the lane 2. Fun, fun, fun. So yeah, just lose and be done with it. Jesus Christ. And Hand of God, just cuz. I don't know why this video is showing it's like 33 minutes long when obviously I'm going to lose this turn. So, but yes. As we see our hero looking to play Steam Cannon in this lane, and then shoot for 4 damage onto Rix, and then pray to live next turn. Oh yes. So anyway, voice acting. Got distracted. Did a bunch of stuff for Duelist. Was so pumped. And the CEO emails me back, and he's like, "Oh, thank you for taking all of that time to do the voice acting, but you fucking suck. And we're using guys who did voice acting on World of Warcraft and Hearthstone, but I do appreciate the fact that you tried really hard." And so now, granted, Keith is super awesome. Oh, sorry. Let me stop my story here, and I'll pause this for a second. So how exactly is the turn order working? I can't really distill it from the video. Okay, so here's how it works. In the very beginning of the turn, your mana is going to go from whatever. You're going to get +1 mana from the turn previous. So we were at 6, now we're at 7. Whoever passed their turn first in the previous turn will have initiative. So or pass their turn without doing anything. So in lane 3, our opponent passed, and then we did something. So he had initiative. With his initiative, he didn't do anything, so he passed again, and then we passed. So then it goes to the next turn. So he kept initiative, which means that initiative will then, he gets to act first in this turn. In order to play a spell, you do have to have a hero of the same color of the spell you want to play in that lane. And if you have initiative, you get to act first. So our opponent acted first, paid 7 mana, played Hand of God, healed everybody, so we can't kill anybody in this lane. And again, we could have just given up. But yes. But he did answer me. And here's a good thing about Keith. Keith is the man. So even though Keith didn't use my voice acting for Duelist, we did work together to do the Duelist podcast. I've got some other stuff I'm working with him in the future. So it made it for a really good relationship with Counterplay Games. So later on, you will see that I've done and will do some stuff with Counterplay. Our hero's going to die here, but please use Steam Cannon. And then, yep. So I'm trying to figure out how it works because I don't know. All right, click over. So we do have a conflagration, or conflag. So we should do 4 damage to Phantom Assassin, which will take her to 2. And then when we conflag, it'll kill the creep, Phantom Assassin, and Rix, which will buy us a lot more time in this lane. No! No! Oh, Jesus Christ! Rob, you are the worst. You're the actual worst. Like, if I would have shown you this game before I showed you the other two games where old Rob actually made some halfway decent plays and didn't play like a total scrub, you'd be like, I'm never watching this guy stream ever again. This guy sucks balls. God damn. Living la vida potato. Yeah, I'm bullying that dude. F that guy. If I find him on the street, I'll punch him in his face. It is right in the face. Because this was okay. I guess the good part about it is since old Rob made all of these really bad plays. Like, if he would have won this game and then did all of these bad plays on camera, like in front of the whole audience, God, that'd have been embarrassing. So now it's just the 212 viewers on Twitch that get to see this. So there's a convoy. Whoops. You dead. I mean, we'd have probably been, so because we played bad, we would have still been dead anyway. It's like watching my Facebook from the last 5 years. Jesus Christ, how could you be? Yeah, it would be like going back and watching like every time you ever approached anyone that you wanted to date when you were young, and just looking at all the mistakes you did, all the things you said, all the things you didn't say, all the opportunities that you missed, all those times when that other person was like, hey, you should come over and we should hang out. And you were like, I don't want to hang out. I got other things to do. I've got a PTQ to play in the morning. No. Twitch chatter people too. Better or worse than your first games of Magic? These are way better than my games of Magic when I first started. My games of Magic were bad. And I was a little kid, so I started playing Magic when I was 13 years old, and it was my first experience. Oh yeah, you just saw the customized coin flip, like the flip that says, if you push this button, you win. Yeah, that's what that does. Okay, so I don't know why my video can, like, oh, I know what I did. I left, I know what I did. So yes, I am 38 years old. 38. Yes. Ugh, so strong, so old. The only good thing about being 38 is it is blue, not gold. Well, I was going to say the coin is gold, and then around it is like this blue halo. And it says, that's the push win button. That's what that says. It says, oh, yeah, let's do that. Anyway, I think, what time do we got? How much time we got? Oh, we have 45 minutes. Let's close this thing. So I guess the moral of the story of watching those first three, I do have more of my games. I just haven't put them together yet so we can watch them. The moral of the story here is it is hard to play Artifact, especially when you're first starting. When does regeneration happen during combat? It happens like simultaneous with damage. Let's talk about how I think drafts would be. I think so too. Let's talk about that. Hold please. Let me find my pictures so that you can see my ideas about draft. Let's see where I put them. I think it's under articles. Yeah, here we go. I'm just going to open the article, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to answer some questions. How about that? So, see this here, when you write articles, you know, usually you'll write them in Microsoft Word. And, but the reason I did that is I've got pictures of stuff in here so that I don't have to go too far. So I don't like that. That's bugging me. I can't take it. Let me find what the hell I did with my actual stuff. Photos? No. Artwork? Cards? Ah, here we go. All right. I've heard from another streamer that the focus of closed beta is too focused on limited format and not enough on constructed. Yes, I will prepare my screenshot shortcuts next time. So in the beta, it kind of goes in waves, right? Like, it'll be constructed sometimes, it'll be more limited focus sometimes, but you have to remember that a lot of the players who are in beta are not like card game people, okay? So they're not used to like this whole, oh, bring a deck, like, or don't bring a deck to the tournament, like draft or sealed. Like, they're not used to that. So like when you start focusing on having to the skills and things like that to play limited, it's hard. Like, and so not everybody's happy with that. But Artifact, I really feel, is like the stuff that Richard wanted to do in Magic, but one, didn't really know how to implement when he was younger. And so, yeah. But I do want to kind of talk about how I think draft should work. Because I love draft. I love draft. I love draft in Magic. Like, that is probably my favorite format. Actually, all limited formats. I love playing sealed. I love playing draft. And it's awesome. So here's what drafting means. I will explain. I'll show you I got my pictures in my little folder here. And, but here's how, I guess I'll explain how last time I said there was a limited tournament for 8 players and it was lasting 7 hours. Is it going to be the only way to play limited, just to say no? So I think the way that it will work for tournaments when it comes to like draft and limited for Artifact is it'll be like a lot like Magic. Is there'll be 2 options. There'll be an option where you can just do like, you know, like in Hearthstone you have Arena, you can just like draft your deck and then just play whenever you want to play. Like, that'll be one option because a lot of people like that. Like, a lot of people like being able to sit down, do a draft, and then maybe play a game right then and then play your other games, you know, an hour later, 2 hours later, a week later, whatever. That is the casual draft of choice. Okay. But there's also like, if tournaments, like I'm going to show you how I think it should go, but I think if we ran 8-man pods as like the tournament option, then people would also do a lot of that on in Artifact because they'd want to be practicing for the tournament. And so that's really how the conversation is about, you know, that I'm going to talk about is how do we run the tournament side of limited, because I think, or limited is when you don't bring a deck, you build the deck at the tournament. So I wanted to talk about how we should run that and how that would like affect you guys. So what I think is, you know, there's going to be regular boosters, and we already talked about that. Like, a regular booster will have like 12 cards in the pack. You'll get 1 rare, and that's just how it goes. Okay. If they do tournament, it forces people to play 3 games in a row, so they have to have a dedicated 40 minutes. Right, like if you had an 8-man tournament, you would have to, you would play until you lose, first of all, because it's, what do you call it? It's single elimination. So yes, if you won the whole tournament, you would have to sit down and play all 3 right away. But if you lost, you'd lose 1 and you'd be out. Anyway, so with a regular booster pack of Artifact, you'll end up getting 12 cards in the pack. One's a guaranteed rare. It costs $2 to get said booster pack, and you're on your way. What I think is in draft, we should have like special booster packs, like tournament booster packs that are set up so that they are built to be able to draft. So you'd have, in my example, you'd have 3 different types of booster packs. You'd have a hero tournament booster pack, you'd have a deck builder booster pack, and then you'd have an item booster pack. And you would draft them in a certain order. So you would actually have 5 total booster packs for your draft event. The first one that you would do would be your hero booster pack. Then you would do 3 of the deck builder booster packs. And then your last one will be an item booster pack. Now, your very first booster pack, the hero booster pack, would actually have 8 heroes in it. So I will show you an example of that. So this would be what, like, when you opened it up in your draft, this would be the first booster pack that you would see. And what would happen is But in this format, it must be Phantom. No, it doesn't have to be Phantom. Like, you could keep all the cards you draft. Like, so the difference between Phantom, what he's asking is, there's one type, there's Phantom draft, and then there's like regular draft. In a Phantom draft, it means that you pay, it's cheaper, but you don't keep any of the cards that you pick. And if it's not Phantom, then that means you keep all the cards that you pick. And in this particular example, your tournament drafts would be more expensive. Okay? And you do pick 8 heroes, but you only end up playing 5. If you draft 8 heroes, it should be doable to end up playing 5 that work reasonably together. Right. So that's why I said, if you start with 8, you should be able to have 5 at the end of everything that makes sense. And the tournament, again, this is going to be for like the super competitive, hardcore artifact players. This isn't going to be for like the casual player. Like, the casual player isn't going to want to sit and do the draft, build their deck, and then have to sit down and play 3 rounds where it's single elimination. Like, or, I mean, it could be Swiss if you wanted to. So if it was Swiss, means you would play 3 rounds, and if you lost round 1, in round 2, you would play against someone who also lost. There could be 2 options. Right, this is a suggestion. This isn't actually how draft works. So you could do Swiss. You could also do single elim in this model. So right now, this would be our 8. So we would choose one of these heroes, and then we would pass our booster pack to the left, and then the person to our right would pass their pack minus 1 card. So we would have 8 here. The next one would be 7, and we would do that until there was no more cards left in the pack. I think that I would like to see matches be best of 3, but with there wouldn't be, there could be a sideboard. I'm not sure, but I haven't really thought that hard about it on the sideboard option. But I would be open to either way. Would those packs cost money, or is it a one-time thing like an Arena? In my mind, it would be a one-time thing like Arena. You would pay, so like if a normal booster pack is $2, these are a little bit heavier weighted because you have like item only, hero only. Like, you're guaranteed, in this, you're guaranteed 100% to get 8 heroes. Like, no jokes. You're gonna get 8 heroes, and I think that in itself could be worth more. So, you know, in this particular case, draft might be, let's say, $13. Okay, which is 13 or $15, somewhere in that neighborhood, which would be around the same as a Magic draft. And if it was Phantom, which means you wouldn't keep all the cards, then it would be a lot cheaper. The Phantom draft might be $5, and you don't get to keep any of the cards that you draft, but you still get prizes. Like, both of them would have, I think probably could have the same prizes, but one would be able to keep all the cards. So it would just depend on how. I think 8 heroes would be worth less because you only need 1 of each game to start from the start. Wait, what? I think 8 heroes would be worth less because you only need 1 of each hero, whereas you need 3 copies of other rares. Well, in my model, you can play more than 1 hero in your pool. So, like, if you drafted double Luna or double Lycan or double Bristleback, you could play them. Like, if you somehow got triple Bristleback, you could play triple Bristleback. But, like, I don't see that, like, in this, like, and that is probably something, that would be something we'd have to test. Like, oh yeah, 5 axes. Like, if you got past 4 axes, because remember, there's 8 people sitting down, and they pick a card out of their pack and pass, right? So, like, in this pack, we have to decide what we want to do, or where we want to go with this. I love Luna, so I would probably first pick Luna here, and and then see where the draft goes. I want to program a app where I just upload all of, for collection purposes, you only need 1 of each, right? So, like, that's different, yeah. Like, you would, for your constructed stuff, you would only need 1. So, I don't know. I mean, it would be an economy thing. We'd have to test and see how people think about it. I haven't done the math. But if you want to do the math, and you want to figure out how much a draft like this should cost, I would definitely like to hear. So, my rank order for this is Luna first. I really like Bristleback. From there, it would be a hard choice between Chen and Zeus. But I think it would go Luna, Bristleback, Zeus, Chen, Skywrath Mage. Lycan over Skywrath Mage, Keef, and then Necrophos. That would be my order for this. And so anyway, we would do this. We would get through it. We'd have all of... do this. We draft until all the cards are gone. So then... This is my example for what we ended up with. So after our hero draft was all over, I ended up with double Luna somehow, Skywrath Mage, a Crystal Maiden, a Tidehunter, a Phantom Assassin, a Necrophos, and a Lycan. So these would be the 8 heroes that I have to work with. And once we finish the hero part of our draft, we would then get into using our deck builder packs. Now, our deck builder packs have more than 9 cards, first of all. So here's what my example for a... let me make this a little bit bigger. This would be my example of what your booster pack, your first deck builder booster pack would look like. Now, you get 3 deck builder booster packs, and each one has the same amount of cards. And the first pack you get, you'll pick a card, you'll pass right. As opposed to passing left. The first pack we passed left. This one we passed right. And you would only pick 1. And knowing what I have, Conflagration would be something I would be really interested in. I would be interested in that Friendly Fire. The Dimensional Portal is great. Also, Slay and Pickoff would be cards that I'm very, very interested in. My red cards are kind of whatevs. Clear to the Deck, Ogre Conscript, and Poison Strike are not all that hot. In green, though, I do have a Mist of Avernus, and Mist is very good when you're doing those wide strategies. I just don't know that that we're going to be able to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 16 cards in the pack. So we will get, more cards out of this. So I think I would first pick Conflagration and just hope to get something halfway reasonable when it comes back around. I see one problem here. If you pick only green and red cards in the hero draft and you cannot change your colors based on the cards you see in a regular booster during draft, this would be one of the most important things in an MTG draft. So like RM Sekiera, the big thing about that is you have to pivot in your hero draft. You can't, like, if you just draft 2 colors of heroes in your hero draft, you're going to have a problem. Because you don't give yourself options during the deck builder portion of the draft to be able to move into different colors. So you have to be able to be mobile in your hero draft to stay open. And so you can't you could say, oh, you know what? I'm just going to draft 5 blue heroes in the hero draft. All right. Now, if you do that, you would start with 3 of each of their signature spells. So you'd have 15 cards locked in. So then you'd only have to draft 25 cards that would be playable if you were playing single color. And each one of these packs has 16, and we're getting 3 of them. Okay. So we'd have 48 cards. Of those 48 cards, you only have to play 25. So that's one thing that everyone has to remember is you're only about playing half the cards you draft anyway. So I don't think it is as bad as you're thinking, if you picked only red and green heroes, I don't think it would be hard to get enough red or green cards to have 25 more cards. That's what I'm saying. So we would, again, in this pack, and if also during the hero draft, if you picked only red and green cards or only red and green heroes, then the person to your left probably didn't also only pick red or green heroes, and the person to your right probably also didn't pick only red or green heroes. So the signals there are also available. So, like, for example, in this pack, even though we are firmly playing blue with what we picked, we're going to take this conflagration and pick one, pack one, but we're also passing a friendly fire, a dimensional portal, better late than never, and a tower barrage. So if the guy to our right is playing blue, he's going to have options, okay? And the other thing about it is there's only 4 colors in Artifact. So it's not as hurtful to be in... It's much easier to be in 2 or 3 colors, but it's not as hurtful in Magic, like, where if you decided to play, like, one color, you just might not see those cards. Whereas here, you're almost certain every pack is going to have multiple cards of each color. And in this case, we only had 3 red cards, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4... So we have, what? 3 green cards, 3 red cards, 1, 2, 3, 4 black cards, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue cards. So, yeah. For the small card pool we have now, it seems like you could end up with very similar decks with such a large pool to choose from. I mean, it depends on the boosters you open, right? Like, each booster pack, or each deck builder pack would have 16 cards in it. And each person comes with 3 of them, right? So we have 48, there's 8 players, so that's about 400 cards, right? Am I doing my math right? Yeah, so 50 times 8? Yeah. So we're roughly at about 400 cards? That doesn't sound right. 8 times 4... No, 8 times... Yeah, 50 times 8. Yeah. So, yeah. Can you only win the giveaway if you have Twitter? Yes. Well, the thing is that half of the cards you're not going to end up not playing. And it is... that's a fair criticism. And I think, like, 240 is about... if, you know, however many cards are in the set, if it's 240, 250, whatever. With the commons and rares and things like that, when you do drafts, like in Magic, there are a lot of, you know, common runs. But what happens is a lot of your common runs, everybody's fighting over the same good commons. So it's not, and you only get 1 pick per pack. So you don't end up with a lot of, you have to make decisions on to which of the mid-tier cards are good or not. And that's the strategy in the game is, let's say Conflagration wasn't in this pack. If there was no Conflagration in this pack, what would be our next pick, right? Because there's nothing that, like, in my mind, stands out like you must pick this if it's in the pack. So if I took, right now, based on our heroes, if I took 15 different players and ask them, you know, what they would pick. So again, chat, here, let's do it this way. If we didn't pick Conflagration, okay, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to show you, here's our, I think you guys can see that, right? If the right side is our heroes, and then the left side is our booster pack, okay? I'm going to move this over just a little bit. What would be your first pick? I've never played draft, but picking cards that you are not going to use only for keeping away from opponents a thing? Yes, no, that's a thing too. So, like, you know, we could hate draft a card that we don't want to see our opponents play. So let me know what you would pick. Like, I'll give you 30 seconds. So in the chat, just type out what you would pick based on what heroes we have. Yes, dual Luna for double Eclipse. Oh, baby. That would be guess, obviously. So the right one is our deck. The right side is the heroes we've already picked. So those are our 8 that we have available. We're only going to play 5 of the heroes on the right side. The left side is our first booster pack, and based on that, you know, what card you would pick on the left side out of your deck builder pack. And if it can't be Conflagration, no Conflagration. That's the kind of the exercise. So in my opinion, when I look at what we're doing here, I think it's very likely that we end up playing we could be playing like mono blue splash red. We could also play mono blue splash black for, well, not honestly mono blue, but we play 4 blue heroes plus Tidehunter. We could also just play Luna, Crystal Maiden, Tidehunter, Phantom Assassin. And if we do that, I think the strongest card in the pack is probably Dimensional Portal. 4 mana making 3 melee creeps goes really hard, especially when you're trying to bide time. And with our deck having double Luna in it, which means we get 6 Eclipse, we just try to live until we get to turn 6 to be able to do that. So my first pick would be probably Dimensional Portal. And then after Dimensional Portal, I would be very likely to pick off. Yes, 2 Luna equals 6 Eclipse. Yes. Crystal Maiden isn't even that great, but we want to be able to cast our Eclipse, and with 6 Eclipse, we want to make sure that we can cast it in every lane. So after the Dimensional Portal, I would be likely to choose Foresight, but I think being Foresight isn't. I mean, the reason I want and this is my thought process. I mean, I could change it here in a second, but I want to have Foresight on my deck so that on turn 4 I can draw 2 cards and try to dig to my Eclipse. Because on turn 6, yes, you get stacks for every Luna. Yeah. And I want to be able to Foresight into as many Eclipses as I can. What does Foresight do? Yes, you do need Twitter to win, unfortunately, for today. For our stream tomorrow, you will not need Twitter. Just to let you know. We will be doing tomorrow, will be half Magic and half Artifact. So we will, I don't know which order we'll do, if we'll do Artifact first or we'll do Magic first, but there is a special streamer event going on tomorrow. So what'll happen is tomorrow will be our sub. We're going to do a regular giveaway for our followers, and then we will also use we'll do our sub only drawing tomorrow. So, and we will also be playing Magic. We'll be playing with new cards, Guilds of Ravnica tomorrow. I'm excited about that, actually. I love pre-releases, and I'm going to miss the actual pre-release this weekend. So being able to stream will be sick and be able to play. So anyway, tomorrow will be it'll be the same time, I think. I have to double check and make sure what time I'm actually able to start the Guilds of Ravnica Magic part for tomorrow. So anyway, Dimensional Portal, then possibly Foresight, but then there's also this argument for pick off or slay, because our deck as currently constructed will have a hard time dealing with really big green or really big creeps in general. So our deck might want to have slay in it to be able to deal with huge monsters. So you can no longer enter the raffle. The raffle entry is over. Rip. Rest in peace for you, Broseph. And we will do the actual drawing here in about 10 minutes. So this is what I was saying, is that when you take Conflagration out of this pack, it's much more difficult to decide what to pick. And I think that's what I wanted to be able to do, is be able to have everybody be able to look and decide something maybe different, and that there's a definite strategy, that there are different lines to go on that side of it. So, and then we would draft all 3 of our deck builder packs, and go about our business. And then our very last booster pack, let's close this. Our very last booster pack would be our item booster pack. And then in our item booster pack, would be the same setup. Our keys at $200. What in God's name? Did I see that right? I know that this is it's off subject, but I thought keys on eBay were way cheaper. I thought keys were still like in that $30, $40 range. They're at $200? What? No way keys are at $200. Yeah, I thought keys were at like $40. But I mean, I haven't checked, obviously. You know, I'm not in the buy keys world. They're about $70 to $100 on average. Holy shit. Okay. Well, they start at 70 and end up between 150 and 200. That's insane. The cheapest you found was 60. I mean, that's not bad. But I guess the thing about it is, and I'll talk about the key situation, but let me finish talking about this booster pack, and then yeah, I'm definitely not going to be selling any boosters. That's not a thing. So with our item booster pack, it'll be the same deal. You will pick one, then you'll pass, and then you'll keep doing this until you're finished up with all of your items decks. So you will, even though that there are, you know, however many cards in this pack, you will only have to build 9. That doesn't make any sense. You have 9, and you need more cards in this pack, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. I feel like I messed up somewhere in this math. Anyway, you'll have some number of item booster packs, and you will build your 9 card item deck out of what you have. So let's see. Dota 2 beta keys was around $500. What in the Jesus Christ? Yeah, and I think I wanted to make it, and there's gonna, in these packs, the common cards will have a bit higher of a run. You can't, normally I was thinking that the other boosters could only have one of a certain card in it, but in your items, they could have more, like the same common built in. So it's, yeah. But I like the ability to be able to draft your items as well. Can you have more than 9 items? You could have, so you could have more than 40 cards in your deck. You could have more than 9 items, but you can only have 5 heroes. So if you want to play more items, you want to play more cards, you're welcome to. But obviously, the more cards you play, the less chance you have of getting to your good cards, right? Let's see. If you want to buy on Discord, just PM me. I know who's legit. Harder now that the initial one of packs keys. Yeah, and I think that's the thing, is that people were saying, oh, well, you know, beta keys will get cheaper as we get towards launch. And I was thinking it would be the exact opposite, right? Like in the very beginning, it'll be super high because everybody's excited. Then it'll go down because there's a lot of people selling, but you know, people aren't quite as hype. But then it gets back up when people realize that they are hype again, but a lot of people have already sold their keys, right? So, you know, there's that. Anyway, that is my plan for draft. I think that doing it that way gives us a real opportunity to kind of showcase our skill, to show how much you know about the game itself. And you get a lot of equity for play testing a lot. Let me close that. And that's what I really like. But all that being said, let's pick a wiener. Let's pick a wiener. We're gonna do it like this. So this is my Streamlabs. Actually, I don't even need to do it like that, I guess. Well, I'm gonna... hold on, I need to open up another window here so I can double check and make sure that whoever we pick, that their Twitter account is more than a month old. What did I say? Infinite Robs? Is that what I said? Hey, this is your chance where you you get in and say rigged. Go ahead. You're more than welcome to rig it up. Go ahead. Rig it. Nope. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Twitter real fast. And there you go. I figured. I mean, I could like ban rigged and then, but then 90% of the people here are bots. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, sorry. All these bots, all of them, they're all here to take your keys. They're all here. Twitter age is, it's actually both. It's, if your Twitter or your Twitch, they need to be at least 30 days old. And that's so that we can avoid giving the key away. Actually, no. You got to make sure it's 30 days old. So that way we can try to avoid giving it to bots. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, bro? All right. So, here we go. Winner. Nakayori _. Nakayori _. You are the winner. And if you are Nakayori, yo, what up, son? Yeah, too fast. Congratulations on winning a beta key. You did it. You got it. Yes. You are in like Flynn. You part of the cool kids now. Please don't sell your key. That seems like really horrid. Like if you get the chance to actually win, please keep your key. That's I would ask. I would ask of you. And then if you want instructions on how to enter, yeah. Do that. If they were going for $200, I'd ship that. Yeah, probably. I mean, I wouldn't hold it against you, I guess. But still. But still, come on. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Let's not do that. All right. So now we're going to double check. We're going to double check and make sure. So, Nakayori, if you could please send me a message. Please send me a message. And we're going to check your Twitter, bruh. So, or I will smash my computer. God bless if there will be a pre-order. Well, if there's not a pre-order and you decide to smash your computer, please tag me in the video so I can watch it. I mean, you know, it is what I mean. I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, I believe we are good to go on that side of it. But let's see. I and many others don't have Twitter because it doesn't make sense. Do you want Instagram, Facebook, Steam account? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So DMT Buddha, yeah, here's the thing is you will tomorrow there will be no Twitter. No Twitter at all tomorrow. None. You don't have to retweet shit tomorrow. Okay? All you have to do is show up. Okay? So I'm checking the retweet as we speak. So don't mind me. Don't mind me. Big daddy Nakayuri, I need you to send me a message from your Twitter. Here we go. Let's check. I will accept him. Let's take a peek. Joined February 2017, and I see a retweet. Here, in case you were wondering, he retweeted that, and I see February of 2017, so I feel pretty comfortable. All right, here's some news. Tomorrow, we will stream at the same time, okay? And then tomorrow we are doing 2 drawings, and the 2 drawings are going to be, you don't have to retweet crap tomorrow, okay? Nothing. You don't have to retweet nada. So we're going to do 1 drawing for our just regular followers, but those are going to be for the guys who don't have a Twitter and have felt like they got pooped on. So I understand. And then we will do a sub only. Sub only. That's it. You would have to be a subscriber tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll have to be a subscriber. Okay? Okay. And then you can do that. And which one of the 2 drawings do I win? So the good thing about subscribers tomorrow is, since you are also a follower, you will get to enter the follower one first and see if you get in that one. And then when we do the sub one, it'll be just the sub. And then if they already won, they cannot win again. Not from me. So if they won a key from some other person, that's not my problem, okay? But you can only win 1 key from me, okay? That's it. I'm not going to give you 2 keys. The last thing I want to do is hear people being like, oh, Rob knows this guy. He gave him 2 keys. F that guy. Rah, 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 rah. Like, I don't need that negativity in my life, bro. I don't need it. I don't. Yeah. Brother, I do not need that negativity in my life. So yeah. But I still have some time left. I've still got about 3 minutes. 3 minutes till the stream ends. What questions do you have? What can I answer for you that won't get me in trouble with Valve and I can continue to play in the beta? Let me know. Let me know. And I'll answer for you. If you say it's rigged, auto ban. No, can you imagine? I have nobody left in the chat. But back to the items draft image. Which ones do I have taken? Here, let me open it up, and then we can talk about it. So in this pack, I would almost certainly. The game is fun. Only mode games possible on beta is constructed. No, you can play constructed or limited. I would 99%. No, that's too high. I would say 85%. I would take Blink Dagger. There's an argument here for Horn of the Alpha, because Horn of the Alpha is, I guess it depends on my deck, but in our blue-black deck, or our blue-black-red deck that we were playing, that was more control-y, I would definitely... Actually, no, I would just take Blink Dagger. And it's not buggy. I think... I've played some buggy games, so... like, I've played Rend, and I like Rend a lot, but it's really buggy. Like, it's super buggy, and it's in early access, and you had to actually pay to play early access for beta, or early access for Rend. And but Blink Dagger is magnifique. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So yes, Blink Dagger is awesome as it looks. And if you think about that, I'm telling you that I would rather have a Blink Dagger than Horn of the Alpha or an Apotheosis Blade. The Stonehall items are awesome. And again, that's another thing that depends on your deck. But like in this deck, Stonehall Plate would be really strong. Do cooldowns start off cooldown or do you have to wait? So on your items, they start on 0. And then when you activate them, they go into cooldown stage. So like if I get a Horn of the Alpha out, I immediately get to make a Thunderhide pack. So same thing for Helm of the Dominator and all these other cards. Let's see. What will happen to the guy who's leaked? What guy? I'm pretty sure that guy got rung up and hung up somewhere. Since the game you mentioned needs to play to get into beta, does Artifact have pre-order to get into beta? No. Can you talk about deck restrictions? Do I have to have 5 heroes? What's the maximum cards in a deck? So you have to have 5 heroes. That is the minimum. And when you play your 5 heroes, each one of your heroes comes with 3 signature cards that you must play with. And then the minimum amount of cards the minimum amount of cards in the deck is 40. 15 of them are your signature cards. And then the minimum amount of items you have is 9. And then you could play more if you want. Do I like Kana or Prolix? And why? Ugh, it's so hard. Kana is so good. And Kana is so good because her signature card is really, really good. I guess let me pull it up for people who don't know what we're talking about. Let's see. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Kana. Have I seen the key cards for the combo deck yet? I have, but I'm not talking about those cards. Jeez. I went this whole stream, Blevins, without talking about leaked cards. The whole time. And then scumbag Blevins decided to come in. No, I'm just kidding. The meta in beta tend to be with or against big expensive items, or too much removal, therefore people tend to spend it. You guys have seen them. I know. It's true. So I think the strategy is, see, the stream title says Talking Leaks because it was like, I guess for anybody who followed me on Twitter, it's kind of like a joke because I like actively don't talk about leaks. So I should have put like /S in the title, because I'm actually not talking leaks at all. Yes, but Kana is officially previewed. So Kana has 12 booty, which is great. 2 power is non-existent, but man, Prey on the Weak is one hell of a card, in case you're wondering. This lets you go super wide, and since all creatures have haste, Prey on the Weak is very, very good. And it's cheap. So you can do it early, and obviously late game you can do it twice in the same lane. You could talk leaks though. Like I saw a leak the other day in the grand. Oh, they have haste. Sorry, haste means that they can attack the turn that they come into play. Wide, does that stand for a big board? Wide means, yeah, you can go. You put a lot of minions or a lot of your guys on the board, and the reason it means go wide is, whenever you put somebody on the board goes this way. Or sorry, can't see it. The board goes like this. So that's why it means go wide. Suns fan, life coach, and hype talked about all the league cards in yesterday's Twitch podcast. Valve is cool with it. If you feel like you could, no problem. Again, that's everybody's. Everybody has their own thing. You know what I mean? Are there cards that don't attack? All cards have to attack, but some cards have 0 power. So there's that. But yes, Kana is very good, and the ability to kind of control where your random creeps go helps you to plan a little bit better. So yeah, there's all that. So anyway, we are after 9 o'clock my time, which means I have to get to work. But again, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate that. And we will be streaming tomorrow at the same time. But again, we will be doing the sub, regular follower and the sub giveaway tomorrow. We'll be doing magic in addition to artifact tomorrow. And yeah, we're gonna be doing all that. So again, thank you for being a follower here. Thank you for being a sub. Please find me on Twitter. It's at RobAJG. Same thing for Facebook. Same thing for Instagram. I'm all over the place. And I also, in about an hour, have to meet with, I do my little meeting with this esports team. So we'll see how that goes. And I will let you know how that meeting goes, depending on what they say. So yeah, thank you. And we will talk to you tomorrow.